Barstool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I am Mark Titus. He is Brandon Walker. Today is Thursday, April 17th.
But what day is Thursday, Mark?
Thursday is Jers Day.
It's Sports Shirt Day.
Thursday. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Jers Day rhymes with Thursday.
It does. Yeah.
I just now realized that.
Yeah, it does.
We've been doing Jers Day every Thursday.
We just happened to pick a Thursday.
Wait.
Did he start the show on Jers?
Wait a second.
Evo started the show on Jers.
Wait a second. Hold up.
He was on Jers.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
He sat here 15 minutes while we
Wait a second.
were around him, and he.
What was that? What was that?
What happened then?
I'll be honest, I short-circuited before the show. I needed my charger.
You mean regular circuit?
Yeah.
It is Thursday, April 17th. We're live from Chicago. We are brought to you by Jägermeister, 0 degrees Fahrenheit, 56 botanicals. Whatever you're doing, wherever your life takes you, whatever adventure you have planned, spring is in the air. Maybe where you live, the weather has turned, and you live somewhere where it gets cold in the winter, and now you're thinking to yourself, I should go hit a patio. I should do some drinking on a patio this weekend. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you want to drink in your own basement. Whatever you're doing, wherever your life takes you, make sure you call the shots and cheers with ice cold Jägermeister. Remember to check Jägermeister out at barstoolxjagermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister liqueur, 35% alcohol by volume, imported by Master Jägermeister U.S. White Plains.
And if you're wondering how many degrees,
Whoa.
how many degrees Fahrenheit to drink your Jägermeister? Take the amount of Brownsburg High School alums in the Indiana High School Sports Hall of Fame and subtract 6.
That's not. We don't have 6. There's no way.
3.
There's no way we have 6. By the way, I went back and looked at your Mr. Basketball thing.
Yeah.
Everybody goes D1. It just
D1.
doesn't.
I should have said Power 5 or major.
Yeah.
I should have said that.
I think 1950 was the last year a guy
Well, that would have been the answer then, wouldn't it?
didn't play.
Did he Did he go to the Korean War?
Probably.
Probably
yeah.
the answer.
Yeah. You're probably just like, yeah. I probably was. Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
While I was playing pickleball this morning, because I met Stephen Che to play pickleball this morning, that's why I looked disheveled and a little warm, a little hot, a little flustered.
Mm-hmm.
Hair's a little askew. But my spirit is good.
Yeah.
My soul is good. My body is not as good. Anyway, Lee Corso, they announced, ESPN did, that Lee Corso will be retiring.
Yeah.
First game day of the season, so this will be, after 38 years, he will be retiring.
Is he doing opening
He's
game
doing-
day?
he's doing one
game day to start the season, then he's done. Okay.
One more game day. And people are now speculating, will that game day be in Rico thinks he died, apparently. He is not dead, to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's anyway. So Lee Corso retiring. I guess this is the moment where we all stop and celebrate Lee Corso and the legacy that he has done on College Game Day.
Let's do it.
Good job, Lee Corso. I was never a huge Lee Corso guy. I think it's a.
The fuck was that?
What was that?
I think it's a.
How can you not be a big Lee Corso guy?
I don't know. I just never. Can I say something?
This is the forum to do it.
Yeah. There is a microphone. In front of me, right? The irony is, I'm on Barstool's college football show, and when we go out everywhere, I never really cared for game day that much. I like to get up and when football starts, that's when my football day starts. I don't want to watch Tom Rinaldi talk about the third string punter in Akron.
Hold on.
And I don't want to watch Lee Corso, put a mascot hat.
Now, are you saying in recent years, or are you saying like even in 2006?
So
you didn't care about game day? Because I do think the media landscape has shifted to where maybe in the same way that you look back on SportsCenter and now today's SportsCenter doesn't hit the same as it used to. So are you arguing like today Game Day doesn't hit like it used to? Or are you arguing at no point in your life was college game day a thing for you?
In 1999, Mississippi State was playing Kentucky on a Thursday night, and I was washing cars for National Rent-A-Car and Avis Rent-A-Car at the Golden Triangle Regional Airport near Starkville, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. You could see the manifest of the people that were coming to rent cars the next day. I knew ESPN was coming to town, so I looked. And there they were, K. Herbstreit, L. Corso, and L. Fowler. No. Fowler. Chris Fowler. C. Fowler. Who's L. Fowler?
LaChris
Fowler. So LaChris Fowler, Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit were coming to town, and I told my friends, I said, hey, we got to go. They're coming to rent their cars at 10:40. They're on the 10:40 flight tomorrow. They're going to be in the car rental line at 10:45. Let's go meet them. Let's go get our picture. Let's go get autographs, everything. We skipped school. That day. We drove out there, me, Phil, and Alan, and we drove out there, and then we saw the three of them, and Kirk Herbstreit walked over, took pictures with us, talked to us, shook all our hands, said, man, it's awesome. This is cool. This is the way to go. And Corso and Fowler both poo-pooed us and shut us down and said, get away from us.
Wow.
And said, we're not talking to fans. Since that day, I haven't cared to watch Lee Corso on camera. But I do recognize his place in the sport.
You were snubbed, so this is personal for you.
Correct. It's personal. It's personal. That's why I will love Herbstreit till the day I die. And even when he does stupid shit, I will still kind of back Herbstreit.
Now that you're a public figure and you are a...
Oh, don't bother me in the fucking airport. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Don't come up. You fucking losers better not come up to me in the airport. Yeah, if I was in the airport going home and 19-year-old version of Brandon Walker showed up, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, do you want to revisit that story? Maybe see it from Lee's point of view?
Yeah, okay. Hey, maybe. Wait a second.
No, hang on a second. Mr. Corso, I skipped school to see you. Like, fuck this kid.
Better go to school, kid. And then we went and played all-time quarterback football out in the park, and it was fun. Not with them; they didn't go with us, but we went. And we went into the China Garden and had a all-time day, by the way.
The China Garden?
Yeah, I went to the China Garden. That was the name of the Chinese buffet that served lunch in town. China Garden.
China Garden.
Yeah, it wasn't that well named.
Yeah,
good dessert.
We had two choices: the China Royale and the China Garden.
Chinese restaurants in strip malls and places where there are no Chinese people are are interesting names.
They don't even waste time. Yeah, happy fun food.
I feel like there's a lot of gold dragons.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of China Gardens, and there's definitely a lot of China Royales.
China Royale.
There's China Royales. Search China Royale. I guarantee you, there's 3 within 2 miles of us.
China Royale. Let's there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's not far. Where is that?
It's got to be out in the suburbs. There's no way you can't open a China Royale in the suburbs.
Oh, that's in Haddon, Connecticut.
You can't.
What was your Chinese place's name?
I don't know. Look up Brownsburg, Indiana, because I want this to jog a memory. You
didn't have a Chinese
I didn't eat Chinese food. I never ate Chinese food.
Dude, like 17-year-old Brandon Walker discovered fried rice and sweet and sour chicken, and I thought I was the most cultured dude in the world.
Yeah, we didn't. We.
Oh, I'd take a girl to the China buffet and act like I am treating her right.
Unseasoned piece of meat on the grill.
You got to give me that pussy now. I got you 2 plates of fried rice.
Unseasoned piece of meat on the grill, potato, probably just baked, and then slice of white bread.
Just a beige ass meal.
Every dinner. Do we have a Chinese restaurant, TJ? Asia Walk, China's best. There we go.
Everybody's got it.
That's
one of those.
Yeah, China's best. Yeah, there you go.
What was yours, Connor?
Or the China's best. They're right by the Firehouse Subs. It's the best Chinese food in North America, really.
That's the best right there.
My grandmother would always make us go to this place, Hunan West, which was right next to her place, and they had sorbet, which I thought for like a long time was a Chinese delicacy. Like I thought it's the only place like I ever got like sorbet. So I was like, the Chinese.
They have a cold ass spoon.
Yeah, the Chinese know how to do ice cream, man. Little did I know.
TJ, well, you lived in
Sultan Walk.
Sultan Walk.
Yeah, there was like 7 or 8, but that was the one I went to.
Yeah, I feel like you probably actually do have good Chinese options.
Yeah. Anyway, Lee Corso. There's not conspiracies. There's thoughts now. Which game will they choose for his last one? Alabama's at Florida State that day.
Okay.
My thing with that is he played at Florida State from Florida. He's from there. He's a Florida State guy. But is he going to want his last one to be putting on the elephant and choosing Alabama to beat Florida State, or is he going to?
Or he just says fuck it and puts on the.
What if he puts on a Lee Corso head?
He puts on the
I think-
FSU like
He
headdress
goes way back.
All the
He kills somebody with a spear.
Yeah, he just.
the Indians fan that was protesting the name change.
Yeah,
dress up
yeah.
like
He
that.
just gets like full canceled on the way
Yeah.
out. He
What are you
just,
gonna do?
LSU Clemson that day as well.
Yeah, it's got to be Alabama, Florida State, right? There's one more. Is
Has to
Ohio
be.
State, Texas that day, or are they in week 2?
It's Texas at Ohio State, but that will absolutely, I'm
Fox.
sure,
That's
be a
the
Fox
one.
game.
Oh, yeah.
They've done it before.
But
where they've
I
done
will
Game
say,
Day
like
Fox.
the Ohio State part of it, that was his first
Right.
mascot head, right? So
Yeah.
like it'd be full circle
Is it?
if he picked Brutus. I probably only know that because I'm a Buckeye. And
No, everybody knows that.
You knew that?
Who likes college? Yes.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, this is terrible. I hate.
well,
the
go.
I hate,
You do it then. You lead
do it.
this.
I hate the way that this show is started.
I'm with you. I'm a Lee Corso guy.
You lead this.
Oh, well, good job, Lee. What are you talking about, Brandon? This is the college football guy at our company, and he says, "Yeah, never really liked Lee Corso. Yeah, the staple of college football Saturdays that kicks off every single one of our. Like, I don't really care for it. Fine, whatever. Like, he's just such a curmudgeon. I don't get it. The Corso mascot.
For what it's
head-
worth, I agree with you, but he had a compelling story. Take yourself.
The
back
man
to-
snubbed me.
He got snubbed, so I was trying to be gentle.
What if you
but
got snubbed?
I agree with you, Connor. Lee Corso's a fucking legend.
I didn't say he wasn't. I didn't say he wasn't. Not one time.
He reinvented.
Yeah, I don't-
maybe
I
not
don't- I don't
single-handedly,
really-
but he played a massive role in reinventing the pregame coverage.
Exactly.
The idea of pregame coverage. The idea of let's put a fun guy on the set. Let's put a guy that like is a little loose and has a little fun up there. So buttoned up.
And it has not been the same at all for a decade, ever since he had the stroke and he's gotten into his later years
Well,
and
then
everything like that.
There's that element too. This is a couple years too late.
Yeah, but I mean, for a guy who, oh my God, dude, this is terrible. They've reduced his role to the point where it's almost exclusively just the headgear. Like that is what kicks off the day. That's what kicks off the games. You wait for the headgear. The Scoof Master channel I started was because of the college game day
Did we know it was
selections.
called the Scoof Master?
Yes.
Jesus
I thought it was
Christ,
Scoof Meister.
this guy fucking sucks. He doesn't know anything.
Well, relax. Relax.
His ass, Connor.
We
His
like,
ass, Connor.
Time.
went
You know
over
he's
this so
Scoof
many
Master?
times.
Well, Scoof Master? I thought it was
Yes.
Scoof Meister.
No.
That's a very innocuous thing I just said. You gotta fucking relax. I thought it was Scoof Meister. That's all.
I'll beat your ass. Okay.
You need a timeout? Get the fuck out of here for a second.
If it was Scoof Meister Master, okay, then that's
Scoof
a fair-
That's what I fucking said, you moron!
No, but I thought originally you said that it was just you forgot the name.
I said it was a Scoof Master. I thought it was Scoof Meister, and then you yelled.
After-
This is your YouTube channel?
yeah.
What is it, online?
What was that?
I'm just saying we started the show by totally poo-pooing this guy.
I didn't poo-poo him.
Oh my
Get his
God.
ass, Connor.
Was he even that good of a coach?
Do we want to bring him in so
not.
you could suck his dick?
Like he was a bad coach, right?
Yeah, he was a terrible
What's
coach.
going on, Connor? What's going on with this? The Lee Corso tribute.
Yeah.
Why are
I didn't know Lee Corso.
We're not
had-
obligated to do
I
it.
didn't know he had haters.
We're not obligated.
Hates Lee Corso.
I'm not a hater, but we're not obligated to do a tribute.
I'm just,
God damn.
for college football
Yeah.
fans, I thought that he was like universally not
Yeah.
like beloved.
You apologize to me.
I apologize for saying you sucked. That was bad.
Oh, I thought it was Scoof Meister.
Okay, it wasn't clear in the moment.
Sorry, I didn't know it was Scoof Master. That's such a much better name.
I'm just saying. Well, first of all, I was a 12-year-old, buddy.
Don't do that.
Of course, it wasn't a good name. But anyway, yeah, no. I just thought that you were like
good.
starting the show on a like a weird note. In regards
sour-
All right, all right. Do
you
this.
know what- you know what it
do
was?
this. Do this. Start the show again. Ask me
Yeah.
what I want to talk about.
Is he a sourpuss because of pickleball? Did Che
Maybe, yeah.
They just fuck him up. Well, all right. Here we go. Reset. Today is Thursday, April 17th. We're live from Chicago. Thank you, Jägermeister, yada, yada, yada. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Today's a huge day in sports. Lee Corso has announced that he is stepping away. Connor, I can barely do it words. What do you think about this?
It's very, very sad. This is a guy who was a staple of college football Saturdays, and
And that's what you wanted me to replace mine with? That was there. You had no heart in that whatsoever.
it's sad because we already talked about what I said. But anyway, yeah, no, it's sad.
Ebo, thoughts?
I was more of a Mark May, Lou Holtz guy.
Yeah. Give me some college football final.
Yeah, college football final is
That's what the real ball knowers were watching.
yeah. I think at its peak, the college football final was infinitely better than College Game Day.
That's correct.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
We found the only 2 Lee Corso haters on planet Earth.
I'm not a Lee Corso hater. I just like
decided.
something about Lou Holtz in his list, but I could identify.
But there's
with
no
it.
the guy's stepping down after 38 years. You don't. All you have to do is just be like, listen. I understand he's gotten older. I understand that he's not what he once was. But when you look back on the totality of Lee Corso's career, you take yourself back to the start of College Game Day. You take yourself back to when he's putting on the headgear. He did kind of reinvent this whole idea of the pregame show. Again, not him single-handedly, but he played a massive, massive role. He was part of the reason that was such a hit. It is. This is how life works. There's a passage of time. We all get older. We all move on. But every so often, there are things that remind you, damn, time is moving. We are getting older. And this is what Lee Corso, his retirement, he's been a staple in all of our lives for 38 years. And now he's stepping down. And that is a moment that we all pause and we reflect and we say, thank you, Lee.
Good job, Lee Corso.
Good job, Lee Corso.
That's what I said.
Well done.
Well said, Mark.
But I did like Lou Holtz better, and I think
TJ, is the chat want a bullet in my head right now for the Lee Corso diversion?
I think they're just enjoying
the Scoof
Scoofmaster?
the battle.
The Scoof versus
People like Corso.
B-Walk.
Corso haters have a sad life.
I don't know. I'm not a Corso hater.
Yeah, you didn't hate.
Yeah, I didn't hate it at all.
didn't hate.
You guys are acting like I
You have a 30-year vendetta with the guy because he.
Yeah, 26 years.
But he didn't say like, Lee Corso is the worst.
I didn't say he sucks. I didn't say
you didn't say
anything.
that. But it was just, I was a bit taken aback.
When was Game Day started? When was the first year?
Oh, it had to be. 38 years is what it says. So
But that wasn't 38 years because
maybe it's his 38-year career then.
I think it was 91. Let me check.
It didn't start in the 80s.
When did it really get going? Like I'm like a cultural phenomenon. I feel like that was
When did
probably.
when did he put on Brutus for the first time? When was the first? When was the first headgear?
96.
Really, 96. That still feels early to me.
96 was the first headgear.
Yeah, 1996.
Did they do it as a weekly thing after that, or is that he just did it as a one-off?
First headgear, October 96.
Oh wow! To defeat Penn State.
Oh,
That's
Oh, is that why you like it so much?
huh?
You're celebrating this history.
Oh, there we go. So he had been on the pregame show since '87, but the headgear began in '96. So was the pregame? When was College Game Day? Was that the pregame show?
It says On Location started in 1993. Like that's when they started going far.
Okay, so they just had an in-studio pregame show.
They didn't call it Game Day. They just called it
Welcome to the pregame show.
Pregame show for college football.
Yeah.
No, I think it was called College Game Day.
It was called College Game Day.
But
all
then
the
they
way
rebranded
in the 80s?
it. Yeah.
No shit. Wow.
To me, it didn't become College Game Day, and I think you will agree with this one. It didn't become College Game Day, really, to me, until we saw that at James Madison University, that Mostly Sports sign, front and center, just right behind Corso, right behind behind McAfee, right behind all the boys. You know the boys.
The boys, all of them, yeah.
And everybody watches the boys
David
on
Pollock.
Saturday. And we had Mostly Sports. People had to recognize family. They had to do it because our guy got it front and center.
The show was
I think
show was dead in the water
Dead
until
in the
that
water,
happened.
yeah.
And then that gave us a shot in the arm and helped us survive.
Do we ever have a clip from the Mostly
pull that
sign
up.
being at JMU, or do we
I think more about
still shot? Do we have still shot? Do we have anything?
the second time the game day was at JMU, and there were two students I believe that really put Pardon My Take on the map that day. That
So one of those students really cared about the podcast, Pardon My Take, and really went out of his way
Yeah.
to help them.
and put them on the map.
Yeah.
And now they're the number one podcast on planet Earth.
Which leads
I
me to
wonder if
believe
there's a correlation there, huh?
if that same student had put the same effort into the next podcast, he had had the same success.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we won't. Although Game Day continues. JMU will never have Game Day again, but
Yeah.
Probably
that
not.
bothers me. Game Day's been to JMU twice.
3 times, Brandon.
3?
Has it not been to Starkville?
Once.
Oh, once.
we had it my sophomore year, my senior year, and then last year. And then they got really lazy
How
before
the hell has JMU had it 3 times?
we had one we were undefeated in FCS, and there were no ranked matchups that week.
Yeah.
So they came to us. Then the next time we had like a 20-game win streak, they came to us.
Yeah.
And then we were sick as fuck.
I don't know. They should go to. You can do the same show just at the smaller schools.
Yeah, I don't want them to go JMU three times. Go JMU
once. I'm saying go to
Richmond.
Spread the wealth around.
Yeah, I mean it's also,
I'm a spoiled Ohio State fan that by my 4 years there as a student, by the time my senior year came around and Gameday's coming, you're just like, I mean, we've done this how many times? 4 years. Yeah, and I understand how arrogant or douchebag that sounds, but it's just a reality. When it goes to Columbus, I don't think people are like, oh fuck yeah, Gameday's coming back to Columbus.
We got it the one time in 2014 in October to play Auburn, and it was the biggest thing that ever hit Starkville. It was gigantic. There were people just coming in they're helicoptering in. It was 3 weeks later we were at Alabama. Gameday came.
Yeah,
they didn't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
They didn't give a fuck. And they shouldn't because it's old hat. Yeah.
So, but you can do the same show from
they really should travel to more places.
If they have the rights to Bama at Florida State, is that's the opening?
Yeah.
Week
LSU
game?
Clemson as well.
Yeah. So if ESPN has the rights to that game and they want to hype that game up, they can do it from fucking Lincoln, Nebraska, if they want. Or whatever the hell else they're
you get way better visuals.
You don't have to be there at the stadium.
The visuals of them taking over the entire downtown of Fargo is crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You go to Alabama and there's 100 kids that show up because they're all at their frat tailgates.
Have they announced which games will be the Sunday and Monday game yet? Because LSU is almost always on that Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
Sunday is South Carolina, Virginia Tech.
Oh, they have announced. Okay.
Notre Dame and Miami.
Oh, that's a great.
So that's
and TCU North Carolina is that Monday.
Notre Dame Miami is Sunday night.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the game I'll watch at Brandon's house when he makes me steak. That's the tradition we started.
That's a banger game.
When did
that start?
We started that. I thought that was our thing.
We didn't do it last year.
I know, but we did it the year before. So we
was that during the game?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually do. I actually do have.
Now you've said it. It has to happen because my wife's just been begging me to bring people to the house.
I do remember LSU playing Labor Day weekend, and I think I was the only one in Chicago at that point. And then you invited us up. And
okay, yeah. Now that
it's a core memory for me, but must not be anything to this guy. You know what I mean?
Well, how were the steaks? I didn't even have my good grill yet.
They're well done,
they're well
made.
Yeah,
not well done.
No,
you
good
a
bacon
guy?
too. Good.
I'm a ribeye guy. Yeah.
Brandon's make some bacon, and then chew on the bacon as you're making the steak.
That's right. I smoked some bacon on the grill.
So you make the pregame bacon.
Mm-hmm. Smoked sausage as well. Maybe I didn't smoke.
And then
sausage for you.
He hasn't thrown the steaks on the grill, and you get there and you're conversing, and pour a little glass of wine, whatever, and we're just making small talk. And then Brandon comes by and he's like, "You want some bacon as a snack?" And I was like, "God damn, this guy!
Yeah,
this guy knows what he's doing."
That thick slice bacon.
Yeah,
Whew.
Good shit.
Peter Luger stuff.
I gotta check because we're so damn close. If the weather's good this weekend, I'm grilling. I haven't grilled in.
Are you guys gonna do?
Put it on the calendar.
That's disappointing.
Titus,
not good weather.
No.
Oh shit.
When's it ever gonna get fucking?
I know.
Warm?
Will it ever get warm here?
Fuck!
God damn!
It won't get over 60. Sorry.
It's unreal.
The people are waiting for. We need a countdown or some sort of date to look forward to for Top Gun. The date that we can all watch Top Gun.
Yeah. It got put on my radar last week, and I said too early. It's too early.
Way too early.
Somebody. Last week, I was flipping through the Paramount channel. I think it was on there, and the wife was like, should we watch it? And I was like, way too early. You can't watch Top Gun Maverick in April. It's a May move. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I'll report. I'll let you, obviously, because that's the official start of summer is when I personally watch Top Gun Maverick for the first time.
Tomorrow it's 78.
That's how you know summer has started.
But it's gonna rain, so it's probably gonna be stormy. And then it's 58 on Saturday and 50 on Sunday. 50 on Sunday? You fucking kidding me?
It's crazy. What are we doing?
You got ham on Sunday?
It's Easter, isn't it? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I just thought that was a random Sunday question, which I would have to think about. I thought, okay, let me consider my Sunday plans. Yeah, I'll probably have an Easter.
I thought he
ham.
was trying to fight you a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like he's.
What's up, bro? You got ham on Sunday? I was like, what is the
you got ham on
angle
Sunday?
here?
You going home?
You going ham?
No. Last year I was with Caitlin Page and Mook for Easter. I don't think we're running that back this year though. I don't know. I'll be here.
How the Easter hams looking in the Griffin household growing up? How were they?
Did you say the Easter yams? Why'd you say it like that?
A lot of
Are
juice
they-
in
are
the
they-
yams.
Are they memorable?
You asked me
like
about the hams that you had growing up. I don't know.
Because you ham, the fact that you brought ham up to Brandon suggests that that was like a staple in your household.
That's a Griffin
growing
thing.
up.
That's a Connor thing.
Was that like a
Well, no, it's an Easter thing. It's a Christian thing. But yeah, they were good.
good hams?
Yeah. I mean, usually we didn't have Easter at the house. We would go to a family member's place. But what are we doing?
It's a fair question, Connor. It's a fair
And I'll
question.
say this: Scoofmeister is objectively a better name than Scoofmaster.
I want to apologize.
You already have. Scoofmeister is better.
I love Lee Corso. I'm a nostalgia guy, and it was weird seeing you react that way. I got very worked up.
He was
over
so mad, but the thing that made him the most mad was you messed up Scoofmaster.
Well, no.
Scoofmeister.
It was also because I didn't realize he was caught up on Master versus Meister. I just thought he forgot my nickname, and I was like, we've talked about this on the show because we have the run.
Yeah, the
Brandon forgets a lot of stuff
right,
on the show.
Right. To defend Connor a little bit, this is becoming a thing with Brandon. Off air, sometimes
Brandon's
sometimes
getting old, and Brandon has dementia.
Sometimes it pops up on air, but we had one yesterday on the couch, 10 minutes before the show. Brandon looks up and he goes, "We should talk about Ryan Day's wife saying he doesn't dye his beard today." This was the day after we spent 10 minutes talking about Ryan Day's wife and the beard.
Yeah.
And all of us in the room were just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, did we talk about that?" And we're like, "We talked about it for 10 minutes yesterday, Brandon." And
I even
he
went to
just-
the TV.
Yeah, he was
I went
just
to the
like-
telestrator.
So that's why I got all frustrated because again I thought it
Yeah.
was a moment where you forgot, and that's why I said you suck.
I
Who
will
won?
never-
Who won the Heisman in 1971? Connor, can you look that up for me?
Got you.
Who won the or like just any 70s Heisman?
No. It's Pat Sullivan.
He remembers that.
Maybe Johnny Rogers. Johnny Rogers.
It was Pat Sullivan.
Pat Sullivan. Okay, yeah.
And this is the confusing part. With
Right. Yeah.
is that
Fuck. You're right.
You play him in trivia, and he goes on like a monologue about how he knows every answer.
you're almost not even mad at Brandon. You're just mad at the situation you found yourself in. You're mad at like the human being that's sitting across from you, and you're mad at like you've been tasked with trying to understand what's going on in his brain, and you can't quite figure it out. You know, like that's what like I'm not mad at Brandon the human being. I'm mad at like.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put a puzzle together.
You need to understand
something.
something.
I can't fucking put it together because you know everything about everything except for what we talked about 5 minutes ago.
Let's picture it like this. My brain is a big, beautiful house. Some rooms are empty, and there's no rhyme or reason to which rooms are empty. There's no rhyme or reason. Like every room has nostalgia in it. It has all this information, but the front door and the foyer. Nothing. So if it's supposed to be around the front door or very close, I got nothing. I can't help you. Can't help you at all.
So the information comes into the house. It's got to make its way to like the back room.
Got to go up the stairs.
Yeah.
a winding
Shoes off
staircase.
and get cozy and tuck
Yeah.
itself into bed.
Once it gets there,
Yeah.
it's there.
All right, and then
But if it
stick there.
if it just comes in and stays for a second, maybe has coffee, I will never remember it was there.
That's our Lee Corso trick. Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee. We're all huge fans. We love you, Lee.
All he had to do was say, "Yeah, I'll take a picture with you." This was when we had to bring an actual camera, Mark.
That's true. Yeah, you went to great lengths. But somewhere out there, I mean, to be fair, somewhere out there's a guy who's like 20, 21, say,
Yeah.
who fucking hates Brandon Walker.
No.
Was a
No.
huge fan of Brandon
Here's
Walker.
the thing.
Fucking hates his
At
guts.
airports or anywhere, especially at the college football show, I think I stay out forever talking to the people. I throw football with the people. I'm a man of the fucking
All
people.
right. All right.
Dave and Dan, they just go in there and watch football. Not me. I'm out there kissing babies and humping mamas. You know how I do.
Getting headaches.
Do you call your mom every day or just on special occasions once in a blue moon? Steven Singer Jewelers wants to help you tell the moms in your life every single day how appreciated they are. He is introducing his brand new limited edition 24-karat gold dip Blue Moon Rose for Mother's Day. Skip flowers that die in a week. Steven Singer Jewelers' signature gold dip roses are real roses dipped in real 24-karat gold and guaranteed to last a lifetime. Give her something she can look at and remember how loved she is all year long. Picture a brilliantly bright blue rose with diamond-like sparkles. This forever gift of a real long-stem 24-karat gold dip rose has Steven's full lifetime guarantee. It comes to you in an impressive gift box and your own personalized Mother's Day note. Order now exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com. Hurry because these will not be restocked. Supply is limited. Shipping is always complimentary. That means free. Nothing says I love you like a real, authentic Steven Singer 24-karat gold dip rose that lasts forever. Only available from Steven Singer Jewelers in Philly or online at IHateStevenSinger.com. The NBA play-in games. We are going on 5 years of this, or maybe 6. This is the 6th year because it started in 2020. Is that correct? Who knows?
There's
2021.
There's no way.
2021. So this is the 5th year.
Mm-hmm.
I am ready to officially declare them a non-event. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Maybe there are people out there. Oh, Brandon, you idiot! You know he spent 38 years being a legend. Whatever. They're non-events. They are non-events.
My understanding of the idea behind them is the NBA watches what college basketball has done, and then college basketball has its flaws. But the one thing that I think most people agree is fucking awesome, and maybe this year wasn't as exciting as people hope, but the single elimination, one game, you have one game to win. If you win the game, you move on to the tournament. If you lose, you're out.
Yeah.
That is what makes March Madness so compelling, among other things, is it's it. You get the one shot. The NBA saw this, and they said, we need a little bit of that in our format. So what if we did a play-in situation where it's winner moves on, loser goes home, and then somehow they made it not that, though. They somehow made it where the winner moves on, but then the loser goes and plays this other game, but then the winner of this other game actually doesn't move on. They just move on to this other now single elimination.
They move on to play a loser.
To play the loser, and then the loser of that game actually goes home. So like it's a little bit somewhere in the middle where, I say all that. I agree with you. It's not an event. I thought maybe because Game 7 playoffs obviously hit at the like the NBA playoffs are awesome, I think, but like the Game 7, when you get a Game 7 in the playoffs, it's fucking awesome for that exact reason. It's winner moves on, loser goes home. And I thought that when they announced the play-in shit a handful of years ago, I thought we were going to get more of that feeling with these games. And instead, what we're getting is bad teams playing games that nobody gives a fuck about.
You can't inject college passion and desperation and that live or die mentality into basically regular season games involving mediocre teams.
Yeah.
You're right. NBA does have that passion and that energy when they get into the playoffs, the meat of the playoffs, and somebody goes down 3-1 and they're fighting for their lives, or it's a game 7.
Yeah.
They have it then. But you cannot – I don't think you can physically program NBA basketball players to treat this play-in game like a college player treats what could be his last game ever.
The Houston Duke game, for example.
Right.
Like if that situation is unfolding in an NBA game, they're just like, we lost the game.
Like I thought
they're
last
not gonna-
night, the Bulls fell behind 18, 20, something
Yeah.
like that. And I think they were down 19 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. And I was thinking in my mind, like, all right, well, this is now or never. They're gonna come back. They're gonna at least make it close because they gotta fight. They gotta fight.
You gotta fight.
And they didn't fight for shit.
They said it's never.
They were like, all right, cool. What'd you say? Tulum? I'm headed there. St. Bart's? Good.
St. Bart's, here I come.
See you guys. It hadn't got over 50 in Chicago. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, the Warriors Grizzlies game the other night was a good game.
Yeah,
but
it was a solid game.
was
But that's
it-
two good teams. That's
was
the West.
was it actually that much better than like the Warriors Clippers game?
No.
Like it was just like a really good regular. Like was the format, did it heighten
No.
the stakes of it at all? It was just a good game.
It wasn't lose or go home.
It wasn't loser go
Right.
home, so it wasn't.
And part of the
that
reason
dramatic.
why it was a good game was because the game could have been over, but the refs fucked up multiple times and gave the advantage to the Grizzlies in those final couple minutes. Like, yes, it was still a great game in the end. It was a great end product, but the referees were a big part of the reason why it was a close game towards the final minute.
Speaking of referees, I think we might be able to make it happen, boys. I think we might be able to make it happen.
Well, we were sitting on a
Well, I don't want to. I just. All right. You okay?
I like.
All right, yeah, I got it.
I'm a surprise guy. Brandon's not a surprise guy.
that's right, Latham the Kid umpire.
That's right.
I mean, yeah. You want to do that?
Are you familiar with him?
No, but it sounds like something I would
I
like
know
to
this
watch.
kid. I know this.
He's
kid.
like 5 years old. He umpires
Oh, he just wears.
like high school
Yeah.
games.
Is he good? Can he actually do it?
I think he's.
Latham the Kid umpire.
Mm-hmm.
He's not actually umpiring though.
Where is he?
Is he? He just does the mannerisms. He sits behind the umpire.
No, he.
I've seen him call it. I'm there.
Well, I've seen it. You're not drawing a line. Okay.
Laz is like, well, you're gone.
So what are we looking at here? Throw his ass out, Lathan.
There we go.
Throw his ass out.
What is the draw the line? That's somewhere where the pitch went.
Yeah.
Is that what the managers are doing?
Can
The pitch was
There is no genre of TikTok videos. I know you're not on TikTok, and I have to relay these experiences to you. There's no genre of TikTok videos that will get you more upset than clips from high school or Perfect Game or AAU or whatever, like 15 to 18-year-old baseball with umpires and coaches getting into it and players getting into it. You hate all of them.
Yeah.
You want them all to just go away. But you can't. Every time one pops up, you have to watch it.
You have to watch, yeah.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Youth baseball culture in general really kind of pisses me off.
It just sucks, man. It sucks so bad. It sucks that that's the product. But it's the parents.
It pisses me off that you're playing on a 9U travel team. The kids can't even hold a fucking bat.
Yeah.
They don't even know how to round first, and you were buying like
You say 9U. There's like 6U.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're the fundamentals are
Yeah, it's
awesome?
like that should be like coach pitch. Like very basic baseball, and instead it's like they have sliding mitts and $500
Oh,
bats and
you're
$500 gloves.
saying these kids
and
that
play on teams that cost $5,000 to
saying.
play on.
Right.
You
It's
play-
for parental status.
yeah.
Which is the complete opposite of what Little League baseball or youth baseball should be.
Yeah.
What is better about youth sports now? Is there? I don't know.
It should have gotten better through the years, right?
The jerseys.
Yeah, the jerseys.
That's it.
The walk-up
Probably,
songs.
it's probably easier to get noticed if you're good. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Like if maybe it's easier to get a college scholarship.
Yeah.
The way that it.
But I think they
Wasn't
take away.
back in the
They
day?
kind of take your youth away. Like if you show promise as and it's not a terrible life, but if you show promise as an 11-year-old basketball player, they're gonna have you playing basketball year round at every showcase and you did it.
Yeah.
They
I
took.
wasn't even that good. And yeah.
You had no youth. Your
I know.
dad ruined your life.
Did nothing.
Look at Gil here.
I did nothing but travel the country playing with the best basketball players.
You can't even like
I
slide.
can, say it like that. Sounds pretty good.
Playing in front of sold out gyms.
But going back to what you were saying about getting noticed and being recruited and everything, I think a lot of that speaks to the fact how it's become more individualized and it is more focused on the individual player. Like, I need to get noticed. I need to, and it takes away from the team dynamic. And you see a lot of the guys that are like the young or what's the Lil Gronk, Baby Gronk. You see like those types of guys popping up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is kind of stupid.
I do. I mean, it's an old man complaint, but I think it's a valid one. That I do think the team sport vibe is eroding for sure. I mean, I talked to Blutman. I brought that up with him with the Nico thing, which I guess we could talk about Nico going to UCLA. But at some point that does have to matter. Like you do want guys to buy into the team and all that sort of shit. And I would like for kids growing up in sports to still value that, but I don't know. I don't pay enough attention to youth sports. I guess I will in my future.
There's another TikTok channel that just shows mic'd up highlights of AJ DeBanza. Don't watch them.
Yeah.
You're not going to like him.
Not very endearing clips.
You're not very endearing
Really?
clips. You're not going to like him.
Do you think this is why? So I don't know if you paid attention to the recruiting stuff, but DeBanza has been bumped from number one.
Oh yeah,
Darren Peterson's number one.
He's a complainer. He's a.
And do you think it's these clips? Might be.
It might be. Like there's just one time he hits a shot. He turns to the kid and he goes, boop boop boop. He just does the whole thing.
Oh no.
The ref tees him up. He goes up to him and then they're mic'd up and the ref's like, "Gee, you're just not going to do that out here." And he said, "But that's my signature celebration." They have signature celebrations now. You can't. That can't be your signature celebration.
You're getting to maybe my least favorite form of content in the entire world. There's a lot of bad content out there.
Yeah.
Mic'd up youth sports
is way up there, and it is out there.
It is.
He's right.
You give a microphone to these kids that just are going to say something.
Watch this. Watch this. All right. Yeah. Just shot him.
I got a text.
Okay.
We were playing old school. I thought y'all were old school and y'all, play rough and tough. We're just playing basketball.
Old school is get your ass back on defense, not celebrate every shot you make. What is he talking about, old school? This is the
That's
exact
my
opposite of
signature
old.
celebration, though.
That's my signature celebration. Oh my God.
Yeah. Don't watch. If you want to be a fan of his, don't watch
Like,
the clip.
who is the parent that is like micing up their kid? I mean, this is a little different probably. It's probably for like a AAU circuit.
Yeah, at least he's in.
Micing up your 10-year-old kid
Yeah.
or like a anyone like younger than 16 is like so like I don't know the word for it. It's just
the band said making that his signature celebration and then choosing to go to college at BYU is hilarious. Being a guy who's wired, where he's like shooting people in the head is my signature celebration.
What? Yeah.
And then also like I could go play basketball anywhere in the world, and I want to go to BYU.
I would like to be able to shoot people in the head as my celebration, and I also don't want to drink caffeine.
Yeah.
Those are a very distinct tastes in life.
If I get caught having sex, I'm kicked off the team.
Yeah, I was talking to I think TJ about this the other day. They're not doing Brandon Davies type stuff anymore now, right?
That's out. That's got to be out.
That happened one time.
Just
like
what, 10 years ago, right?
Yeah. Jimmer was 2011.
God,
that's 14 years.
Jimmer was 2011.
Could you imagine if in college they enforced that on somebody like me? I would have played every game.
Brandon could have gone to BYU and been like the star player.
Yeah, I could have played 2 careers.
Everybody
at BYU.
else would have been kicked off, and
and this guy's still playing until he's 29.
Is Nico? I was thinking about this last night. The Mavs were playing. The Mavs won, so maybe a good trade, Nico. Maybe.
I love that you say Nico, and I'm like, which one?
But I was going to bring this up. Is Nico the worst name ever?
Yeah.
Has Nico been ruined?
Nico's got a bad hit rate right now. Yeah.
Is there a good Nico out there?
Let's see.
Nico Collins? Yeah, Nico Collins.
Nico Collins is a good receiver.
He's not a bad guy, right? Like we like him, but he did. What was his injury? Not that speaks to his character. But
Let's find out what injury he had, then we'll judge.
Hamstring.
Oh, that's a good character injury right there.
That's a high quality.
Yeah. Now, if he tore his Achilles, now we
Nico
got
Collins. Nico Collins. This is a massive year for Nico Collins to save the name.
Yeah. For Nico's everywhere.
Yeah,
really.
Nico's everywhere, relying on Nico Collins. This coming NFL season.
Nico Horner.
That's right. Nico Horner.
Yeah. I love Nico Horner doing well at the sport that he plays.
Nico Moreno.
Nico Horner, a Chicago Cub.
Cub, yeah.
Go Cubs go, right, Connor?
Sure.
I just can't say it.
He just won't do it.
Yeah.
Go Cubs go.
So Nico Horner and Nico Collins.
Oh, Nico
Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Nico Tortorella.
Just a F1.
So Nico Collins is also a YouTube star.
Okay. All right.
Nico Lersch. Nico.
Yeah, you can just basically
How's there not a picture of Nico Yamalyava?
You could just basically we're living in a time that you can just basically tweet this Nico situation is fucking crazy.
Yeah, and you're right.
Nico's such a clown.
You might grab 2 fan bases on your back.
Everybody's like, I love this guy. He gets it. And
so
you're not even sure what you're talking about.
Nico Yamalyava has a chance to go to UCLA, resurrect his image, be a good quarterback, and be on his way and be fine. This Mavs Nico is going to go down as one of the worst figures in sports history.
I think so, yeah.
I don't think there's any salvaging it. I don't think although they did win the
Mavs have to win a title with
Anthony
Davis and Kyrie Irving, I think. And even then, I think Mavs fans will still be like, wasn't worth it. But if Luka has to get what has to happen? The Mavs have
Luka has to show up to training camp 420 pounds next year.
Luka has to get his foot cut off because he's so fat.
Right. He has to during the summer he has to grow to 400 pounds, lose his foot due to diabetes, maybe both feet.
Both feet.
If he does that, then
the Mavs win multiple titles with
the next 3.
Then we have a conversation about who won the trade. No, did he's Mavs Nico is defending the trade, but also hiding in cowardice.
Yes,
hiding in the shadows.
But he's also non-answering when he defends. He's saying, "My responsibility is to the Dallas Mavericks." Yeah, you fucked them up.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. My responsibility is to the Dallas Mavericks. That's all he says.
Did he do a press conference where he invited only certain people to the? Did I give ball sack on that one? Like he was doing like a press conference that wasn't really open
with Tim. He did one with Tim McMahon, right? Where basically Tim McMahon had to get had to sneak a recorder in or something. I don't know.
It was a press conference where you were not allowed cameras or microphones.
That's right. Yeah, I knew there was some sort of stipulation.
That's not a press conference.
Yeah,
but it also, I believe it came. I don't know how long ago the trade was. 2 months ago. Because originally they didn't have a press conference right after the initial trade went down. They had it because they were on the road at the time in Cleveland. So they had it for the Cleveland local media, but not for the Dallas local media. And then this was the first time that, the Dallas local media could actually ask questions specifically about the trade.
Yeah.
And it was without microphones and it was without cameras.
Man.
So that they just had a secret meeting.
Kind of.
But Nico Yamalyava is going to UCLA.
He is. And I've been reflecting on this Nico Yamalyava situation. They ended up saying yesterday that the family's stance is it wasn't about the money, it was about the offense. Now, they're lying. It was about the money. But I do think myself and a lot of other people just immediately rushed to the side of the team.
Yeah.
There's a possibility here both sides just needed a divorce.
Yeah.
And there's and we are all sucking up the Kool-Aid from Tennessee, and wow, they stood up to this guy, and they stood up to a reckless father who made demands. But I think now's the time to just move on. Let him go to UCLA. Tennessee's going to steal somebody else's quarterback, probably Kansas State's or something, and then 2 years, let's revisit and see if he's still the worst person in the world.
To your point, what you said when we talked about it the first time, who gave Nico this idea that he's worth a fuck ton of money?
Tennessee by overpaying him in the first place. Yeah.
Right? So, maybe there's blame on both sides, and maybe this will do both parties well.
And maybe both parties. Yeah, because Tennessee's going to go again. They're going to just overpay somebody else's quarterback.
Yeah, and
then that person's going to be a bad person. So there's a lot here. It's just a nasty, stupid, ugly business. I will say, and I don't know Nico Yamalyava's dad at all. I don't know his background. I don't know his credentials, but I do think fathers stepping in as their son's business advisor in these matters, I think we could clean that up, because not every father that's going to step in to do this is qualified to do so. Mm-hmm. And a lot of guys are using transfer agents and NIL agents and stuff like that, and that's good. But I want to make sure if we're going to have this business, everybody is making good decisions.
Everybody make good decisions.
Everybody just make. That's why I tell everybody here. That's what it does. Hey, just make good decisions in life. That's all you got to do. Like if Lee Corso had decided to say, "Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for being a fan."
That's a good decision.
Oh my God, I'd have thrown a party today. This would have been the biggest celebration of Corso you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. But he chose the bad decision.
He chose the wrong decision.
I'll tell you what the right decision is. New sponsor alert.
Look out.
Vuori. Vuori is
wow.
Yeah. The Vuori is incredibly versatile and comfortable, perfect for whatever your day brings, designed to look great beyond the gym, whether you're running errands, heading to the office, or meeting up with friends. Their core short is soft, lightweight, 4-way performance stretch, moves with you, no restrictions, and it's available in 3 inseam options, a perfect fit for every preference. They sent us some product. Everybody in the room got some product? Mm-hmm. Everybody got some product? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's so soft. Mm-hmm. It's the problem. The problem with their stuff is you put it on and it's so comfortable, and you're like, you have a plan to work out, and then sometimes you're just like, should I just like chill?
It convinces you not to work out. It's that comfortable.
It's like so comfortable. You're just like, maybe I should just chill. It's unreal. And the one thing I'll say about Vuori above all else is it looks good. And a lot of this gym stuff might feel good, might whatever, but you put it on, you kind of look like a bozo. Mm-hmm. Not with Vuori, man. You show up at the gym with Vuori, everyone's like, who's that guy? Who's that good hunk? Who's that beefcake over there? Vuori is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they are offering 20% off your first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at Vuori.com/mostly. That's VUORI.com/mostly. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to Vuori.com/mostly and discover the versatility of Vuori clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Vuori.com/mostly.
I was in Vuori this weekend. Had a field day.
Yeah?
Yeah. You said that like it was a city.
Well, I was at the store.
We haven't done Jersey Day yet.
We have not.
I'll start.
Let's do it.
Last
it's a banger.
I guess
you got on there, Brandon.
2 Super Bowls ago, you and I were shopping for jerseys. TJ said, go to the greatest store ever. And when we got there, they had this Garfield Phoenix Suns jersey. Mm-hmm. And I didn't buy it that day. And I'm like, I should have bought it. Well,
Really?
opening day came and went, and somebody sent it
Somebody
to us.
just sent it.
Yeah, somebody sent it on opening day. I don't remember who, so shout out to you. Garfield, Phoenix Suns.
Number one.
Number 1. So pretty heat. Pretty good.
That was he played. Did he play with? Was he Nash or was he Kevin Johnson?
He was Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson.
It was Kevin Johnson. Garfield was the 6th man. It was Dan Marley's starting shooting guard.
Right.
Garfield was replaced.
That's
him
right.
off
That's
the
right.
bench.
That's
Yeah.
right. I get the older I get, the more I
Him
get
and
those
Barkley
eras
didn't really get
confused.
along.
Yeah.
And that ended up he got shipped out to Utah, I believe. He spent a couple of seasons in Utah backing up Jeff Hornacek, and then I think he ended up in Europe or something. But
Garfield would not be a good basketball player.
no. Well,
Not
hey,
good.
he's short.
Yeah.
He's a cat.
He's also a cat.
He's fat. No, he's not motivated.
Lazy as all hell.
Yeah. Odie
Odie might be all right.
Odie might have some handles.
Odie might be all
Odie's
right.
got the energy.
Yeah, but I don't think Garfield would. I don't think Garfield would be good at all. I am also wearing a opening day piece. This is a Grateful Dead Columbus Blue Jackets collab, and I picked today to wear it because the Columbus Blue Jackets fighting for their playoff life, and I believe last night they. If I know my Blue Jackets, I didn't watch, didn't check in, but if I know my Blue Jackets like I think I do, the Blue Jackets have in fact clinched a spot in the NHL playoffs. So to celebrate, I'm wearing my Columbus Blue Jackets Grateful Dead collab jersey. So cannot wait to see CBJ tear through the NHL playoffs.
Mark.
They didn't
No.
make the playoffs,
Didn't make the playoffs.
but they were like the best.
The
Story.
Montreal Canadiens have made the playoffs.
But they were like the best story in
No,
hockey.
well, the
'cause
Canadiens
Johnny
are back in the
Gaudreau and
playoffs.
like they're picked to finish last, and they were. They,
It's the Habs. Fuck. It's the Habs against the Caps.
oh my god,
Oh, you scared of the Habs there, Ebo?
that's tough. That's tough.
They
Alright.
play in what country, Brandon?
Canada.
And remind the people watching at home, because you're the hockey guy on the show. How many times has a team from Canada won the Stanley Cup in the last 30 years?
0.
Yeah, all right. cool.
Never been done.
But that doesn't
Not worried.
them not winning the Stanley Cup. They could still beat you, and then just
No.
somebody else
Lose
beat
later.
There's no
yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Or,
make any sense.
Teams from Canada have won playoff series.
Right. The team from Canada played for the
That
Stanley
can't
Cup
be true.
last year.
That can't be true.
Yeah, actually, now that Ebo says it, I think you might be right. I don't think they. Have,
They're not allowed.
Single playoff series?
I don't think they have.
Are all hold on. The Canadians are in. The Senators are in. The Leafs are in. The Jets are in.
Canucks.
I don't think the Canucks are in. They might be.
The Canucks.
So is it 4 out of the 7 Canadian teams? It seems like they got some good representation this
We
year.
got Jets.
Saskatchewan.
Oilers
Oilers.
are
What
in.
about the
Oilers are in.
Saskatchewan
That's 5.
Roughriders?
So the Flames and the Canucks are.
But there's guaranteed to be one that makes it through and is eliminated. Maple Leafs, Senators play in the first round.
That's right. Yeah.
So.
Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Mm-hmm.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
The Calgary.
The Edmonton Indigenous Peoples.
Where does what's the Calgary football team?
The Calgary Saddle Domes.
Where do they have big
Calgary,
events in
the
Calgary?
Stampede. The Stampede. That's their name. Calgary Stampede.
Stampede or Stampeders?
Peter.
Stampede.
The Peter Griffins.
There's one. There's one.
Lowish.
There's one Stampede.
You got a Stewie in there?
That's
a no.
what? Blast. What did he say?
Not bust.
Bust.
Did you say bust? He was
Bust?
busting? He's a baby.
What does he say when he
He says wheat thins.
No, he says Cool Whip.
blast?
Shit, you're right. Yeah.
He says Cool Whip.
Wait, then where did I get wheat thins from?
I don't know, but he says Cool Whip.
That's hot rod.
Say whip.
Whip.
No, that's whiskey.
Connor, what are you wearing? I'm excited to see. What
Yeah.
you always
Breaking
have
new
creative-
ground here.
You always
Yeah.
have creative jerseys that you wear.
Wow.
This is a
Look at
brand
this
new
thing.
jersey. I got it at the Sports Connection in downtown Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
I will Venmo a family member $100 today if you can produce an image of Connor already wearing this jersey on the show, because I think he has.
This
Says
is
he just bought it.
100% have.
well, Ebo's friend is quantifying and tracking how many times we've worn jerseys, whatever. I believe I've worn a LeBron James jersey 7 times. Make it 8. This is 8 now in my LeBron collection. This one is the newest jersey to the collection. I just got it a couple weeks ago. Very excited about this one, and I'm wearing it because LeBron's about to go for his 5th ring. We all know that, right? Also because
Right.
2 plus 3 equals
You
5.
need our confirmation. of-
yeah. Also because it is a LeBron Cavs jersey, and the Cavaliers are my pancake waffle team, whatever we're doing, and I want to wish them the best of luck in winning a championship that they'll never win. And third, because our good friend Roan put out a video yesterday where he had a bunch of people debate Skip Bayless over LeBron James, and it's really good. Check it out, but I wanted to show support for that as well.
All right.
So those are my reasonings.
Yeah.
Kind of really gave away our idea. My idea was to put you in the middle of a room and put you up against 15 LeBron haters and have you go to work.
That could work.
15 Skip Baylesses.
And all of them
handle 15
and
Skips?
all of them are attractive girls.
That would not work. I
They're all attractive.
crumble like a
women.
cookie.
Evo, and I know because I got here this morning and you were wearing this jersey. I know you were excited to debut this jersey. This was huge.
This is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even know who's on there?
This would be Chargers defensive end Jonathan Allen. He was the first one to convert over to 13. Jonathan Allen from Stonebridge High School in Virginia. Won a state championship, I believe. This is Jonathan Allen, the San Diego Charger.
If I had a magic wand
Mm-hmm.
and I could change things in sports, I think the first thing I do is bring back the San Diego Chargers. Because I will never get used to the LA Chargers. If it's 1,000 years, I'll never get used to the LA Chargers. Do you
San Diego
Supercharger? Do y'all all get? Do you say LA Chargers easily?
No.
Because
No.
I say San Diego like
San
80%
Diego,
of the
yeah.
time.
San Diego Chargers.
I think the Chargers have to go back to San Diego.
Mhm.
That is my rule. I don't.
Why would anyone?
Also, get rid of the LA Angels of Anaheim or whatever they are right now, or the LA Angels. Make them the Anaheim Angels again, please.
This is
California Angels.
Or California.
That was
I-
awesome. I
yeah.
like the California Angels.
this
I
is
don't
thing
mind
for-
the Florida Marlins either.
Titus, you've been to San Diego.
Sure have.
Can you, in your right mind, if you found out someone willingly left the city of San Diego, would you be like, "You're a dumb bitch"?
I'd say, what are you doing, man?
Why would you ever
Hey.
leave that place?
I'd be like, what are you doing?
Why'd you say it like that?
That's what I would say. Yeah, I agree. I guess fuck ton of money somehow was what factored in, I guess, is the reason they'll give you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought they had something good going down there. I thought San Diego Chargers made a lot of sense to me.
Mm-hmm. And the Padres seem to be just fine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They seem to be just happy. Just we're the Padres.
They have plenty of money to spend.
Yeah, they're spending money. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, are we approaching a point where the navy blue Chargers uniforms are like starting to get like nostalgic and cool again? Because I think everyone, when they wore them, were like, they gotta go back to the baby blues. And now that they wear the
Now
baby
they
blues
wear
all the time, you're like,
blues.
damn,
Wow.
those navy blues look kind of good.
Here's the thing about the Chargers. They're one of the rare teams. They've never had a bad combination. Their navy blues were good. When they do the navy blue and the white helmets, I think that was their most elite look. This is a good look. Like I don't mind this look, but
does Chargers mean anything? Is there a reason they named them the Chargers?
It's the iPhone people.
Is that right?
They're just trying to sell accessories.
Cupertino for California?
Cupertino?
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 Just Cupertino, not
Cupertino. I had him on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
TJ?
Oh.
I'm wearing, of course,
Got to wear the Hunter Renfro.
Mississippi State.
legend Hunter.
That's right.
No, that's not
Went to
really.
Mississippi State.
Holy shit, dude.
Not
He
necessarily.
played football too?
Yeah, he played baseball at Mississippi State, and then he
Wow.
Wow. Bo Jackson.
Wow.
was right here,
No, Bo Jackson played at Auburn.
Mississippi State.
Hunter
Yeah.
Renfro.
Mhm.
There he is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Good player. Plays
How
for
do
the
we have
Royals.
two Hunter Renfros? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
They both popped off at the same time because Hunter Renfro was really good in the College World Series. Yeah.
You know who's good? Brent Rooker.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Westberg.
All Mississippi State. All good. Jake Mangum still kicking. Gets 2 hits every day. Yes,
You don't want to know why the Chargers are called the Chargers. It's so lame.
I do.
Let me guess. The owner's kid.
Ran up a big bill on the credit card.
Yeah. The owner's kid used to just run into walls, and they called him Charger,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just thought we should just name the whole team that.
Whatever happened to the Chinese lady Charger fan?
Oh yeah.
Forgot about her.
Whatever
She's
happened to
gone.
her?
Yeah. Continue.
It's just because seemingly the owner and the GM liked how at Dodger games and at USC games the crowd would yell "Charge!" and the bugle would sound, and that's
actually a good reason.
You like that?
Or there's a lot of lame reasons out there. That seems fine.
Yeah, whatever.
They
I'm
just
fine.
like the
yeah.
chant.
As far as like stories go, it's not any
Like look up the Yankees beginning.
Yeah.
Look up the
Yeah.
Red Sox beginning. Like
As far as stories go, it's not any lamer than
Brandon. That'd be a good TikTok series if you wanted to start.
like the LA Dodgers is because they were originally called the Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers.
Yeah.
Well, there's not any fucking trolleys in LA. But they kept the name.
But I like that though. I think you should start
The
a
LA
TikTok
Lakers.
series.
It started in Minneapolis.
What even is a Laker?
It's a person that looks at lakes, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Look at all them goddamn lakes.
Kobe
Because
Bryant.
even
from
that
the Lake.
explanation of being like they started in Minneapolis, that's why they're called the Lakers. I was always like, cool. What's a Laker?
I think
that's not a word anybody uses.
in the 40s they would just take a noun. They would say-
I would tell you to take any word really.
They would take a noun
Yeah.
and just put an ERS on the
Yeah.
end of it, and that was it.
Yeah. A person associated with a lake. That's not true.
Who's associated with lakes?
Nobody's ever used that word outside of the context of basketball.
Oh, that guy? Oh, he's a big lake
Laker,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah. He is associated with Lake Washington, of course. How do you get associated with a lake?
Brandon, why do you live up north and you don't live in the city? I don't understand.
I found a good house. I live on a lake.
Oh, I didn't know you were a Laker.
I'm a Laker. Yeah.
That rocks. You're a Laker, Brandon.
I'm a Laker. Yeah, I guess I am a Laker.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
You and LeBron have that in common if you ever meet him.
We're both got something to talk about.
You know, I'm a bit of a Laker myself. Oh, shit.
let me
All
do
right, that was
one.
Jersey Day. You want to do some business?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I need to talk about this. WWE 2K25 is now available on Steam, Xbox One, X and S, and PlayStation. It brings you the all-new mode, The Island. Of course, it has all the old standby modes and has all the old creator wrestler features and all the old good stuff. And you do rumbles and you do casket matches and ladder matches. You can do all the fun stuff you've always been able to do, but it also has The Island, underground matches, intergender battles, and more game-changing updates. And it features the all-new mode, The Island. It's available exclusively on Xbox One, X and S, and PS5. WWE 2K25 is available now. During this WrestleMania preview brought to you by WWE 2K25, I would like to discuss the WWE's own list they put out of the top 50 greatest matches in WrestleMania history. As you know, I am a wrestling fan myself, a historian of wrestling.
I did not see this list.
There are 41 WrestleManias. They took 50 matches, and they made a top 50 list. Number one.
Hold on. Let me guess. Can I guess?
You
Can I
can guess.
Number one?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Hogan Andre.
Believe that was like number 4
one,
or 5. Yeah.
Lesnar Undertaker.
No,
Okay,
that's not in the
number
top
one,
10.
Iron Man.
No.
One of the Iron. Number one. Fuck.
2 legends.
2 legends going at it.
Mm-hmm.
Was number one the Divas pillow fight at WrestleMania 22?
Different legends.
Playboy pillow fight.
Was that number one? Go ahead. What was number one?
Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25 was the
that's a
greatest
good one.
WrestleMania match of all time. I personally don't have it as number one. I have it I don't know what my list was last night, 3 or 4. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart to me, 97.
Mm-hmm.
In Chicago is my greatest of all time, followed by Macho Man Randy Savage against Ricky Steamboat at WrestleMania 3. Anyway,
WrestleMania. Okay, here we go.
yeah, Stone Cold. This is my list. Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Bret Hart, Macho Man, and then Undertaker, HBK at 3.
What about when Hogan body slammed Andre the Giant? That was like the WrestleMania moment. That's what made WrestleMania.
So, Mark, you'll notice, bring it up again, please. I made this list the top 10. Well, I meant best WrestleMania matches ever. If I did top 10 biggest, it would be Hogan and Andre.
Okay,
But
so this
is quality of enjoyment, experience, and all that stuff.
This is forget about the window dressing. We're just looking at
the actual
the
bell to bell,
action. Yeah,
how it made you
the
feel in the
action.
moment,
Yeah, right.
and stuff like that. And
Right.
these are mine right here. Rock Hogan. Oh, this is moments.
Yeah.
This is
This
moments.
is your top moments.
This is from today.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, number 2 is
Hogan slams
Hogan
Andre,
slams
3.
Andre.
And that's just because I have a special place in my heart for Randy Savage and Liz getting back together. That's my favorite moment of all time. They'd been apart for years. For years.
Forever.
And then he was at the end of his career. He was retired. And Sherry turned on him and was kicking him, giving him the business. and here came Liz,
Could ever
like
forget.
a white knight out of the sky, like an angel, and she saved him. And he got up. He didn't know who hit him. He's like, "Oh, what, Liz? Why'd you hit me?
Yeah.
Why'd you hit me, Liz?
Yeah.
What the fuck?" And she's like, "No, I didn't hit you." And she's crying, and all the audience is crying. And then he's like, "I still love you, woman." And they hug, and they fuck right there,
right there in the ring.
right there in the
Forget.
ring. And they were married the entire time they were doing that. But whatever, doesn't matter. And that's our WWE 2K review. What else?
Can we have a debate in this room? Are we okay? I know earlier.
Scoof Master, are you okay?
Or earlier things got heated.
Yeah,
a
Lee
little bit,
Corso
but
just got me fired
I
up.
have a feeling this one might be a little bit of a debate. I have a feeling the gloves might come off on this one. Is Bryce Underwood, star recruit for the University of Michigan football team,
Mm-hmm.
is he a fat man?
Well, he's not Bryce underfed.
Is he in fact a fat man? Is the question I am presenting to the room.
The answer is
Because it feels like a lot of people are seeing the clip.
he's certainly pudgy. There's a pudge.
Picture this picture right
Willie
here.
C exposed him, I believe.
Yeah, there's more.
Busting with the boys exposed.
There's a pudge to him.
Should Michigan fans be concerned after looking at this?
Michigan fans would never be concerned that a 5-star that showed up. They're going to worship this guy till the day he died. They're not going to. They don't have reason in their capabilities. An 18-year-old showing up with a little bit of a beer belly is troubling, but also
Let me see
come
the
August
picture.
he'll
Let me see the picture.
Come August he'll probably be fine.
That's a second
Is
semester
he in good enough
experience.
shape to play for the Dallas Mavericks, or would he be traded immediately?
Ebo, isn't there an argument to having quarterbacks with a little more weight on them these days? Isn't that like the Mahomes effect? Is like quarterbacks are not getting ripped and instead
That's
having
true.
like a little more padding so that they could.
Also,
take hits?
if you ever look at like pitchers are never ripped. You know,
Yeah.
it's all about.
I don't know anything about his game.
It doesn't have to be ripped. He's fat. That's different.
Yeah, but fat is like better for cardiovascular health.
Oh, we're making the argument that fat is good. If fat is good, then
Yeah.
y'all owe me an apology.
Yeah, look at Patrick Mahomes.
You know, yeah, and
There we go.
That's not. Those are two different bellies right there.
that could be good for your arm health too, like not having too much muscle and
He's 18. You can't be fat at 18.
more nimble.
Yeah.
Well, he's an early enrollee, right?
Yeah.
So
He's practicing right now.
he probably did. It's his first semester of college.
What are you doing?
It happens
Right.
to everybody. Like,
And honestly, the more
Not
you
18.
read about some of these cuts that need to be done to get chiseled, it's like, why bother? Like
Yeah.
the way you have to dehydrate yourself and all that, it's just not
1.5
it's not actually
grams.
healthy.
1.5 grams of protein for every pound of.
It's crazy.
That's
it's
insane.
crazy. It's just
That's
it's
an
just
insane
unrealistic.
ask.
It's just unrealistic. And yeah, I assume he's a dual threat guy. I assume
I think he's more of an arm. He's more of an arm than.
I assume he's a dual threat guy.
Why would you?
What's the assumption there?
I would assume because in modern football, you got to be able to do both.
I think he's more of an arm guy.
You gotta be able to do both. So if he's an arm guy, what do we care? If he's
I guess we don't. I just.
a little better.
I'm sorry. Am I in bizarro world? A Michigan 5-star quarterback showed up fat, and we're not making fun of him. Why are we not making fun of Michigan? When did that happen?
fat shame.
When did I get that? When did that memo come?
I don't
through?
fat shame. You won't catch me fat shaming. Couldn't do it.
Y'all fat shame me every day.
That's Brandon shame. It's not fat shaming. That's Brandon shaming. Big difference.
Would you be worried if Ohio State's star freshman quarterback showed up looking like that?
Of course he would.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't know what he looked like before though. I need a before picture of Bryce Underwood. Did he have a six pack? Was he?
If the quarterback bought by Dave Portnoy shows up to campus looking worse than Dave Portnoy, there's a problem.
Do you think he put on the weight because Dave Portnoy did pay him, and that's just how it works?
Maybe.
Is you
Maybe
start working for Dave, you just put on the pounds.
paid him in candy. I don't know.
So I'm looking. They don't do pro style versus dual threat anymore on recruiting rankings. I guess that's a
You
way.
seem very disappointed.
It's just in the past now.
Yeah.
So what, it's just quarterback?
Yeah.
So they don't segregate the quarterbacks anymore.
Yeah, they don't segregate quarterbacks.
When is this?
All right.
This motherfucker was ripped.
Yeah, he's ripped.
Well, guys,
Yeah,
that's not the same.
It's not the same guy. It's not the same guy.
Look
at that waist. It's
you're telling me you're not concerned if that guy shows up looking like the other
All right,
picture?
now I'm concerned. I didn't know what he looked like before. I didn't know the before. I needed to see the before.
Is this similar though to the MLB changing their uniforms and now all of a sudden you could see dick and balls, but now you can't? Like, is this a new iteration of the Michigan uniforms where maybe
Good point.
There's more midriff showing, and
more
the way
midriff.
it kind of like tucks you in, it's not very flattering.
Dude, this just takes me back to when Zion was in high school and he committed to Duke, and then I led the charge. I remember vividly. I remember it. I tweeted during the McDonald's All-American game that Zion Williamson might be one of the best fat basketball players of all time. Like, this kid's on, like, he was so fucking good, but I was like, he's obviously a little fat. People got so mad. They were like, he's not fat. What are you talking about? How you can't be fat and do the things he does on the basketball court? And I became obsessed with it. Is Zion Williamson fat? Is he fat? And the warning signs were there the whole time, Brandon. I remember Duke did a behind the scenes like type documentary with this team, because that recruiting class, they had the top 3 recruits in the country. So they did like all summer they put out like episodes of this is what the boys are up to. And there was one at Coach K's house, and they're all in the pool. And Zion Williamson's wearing a wife beater. He wouldn't take his shirt off. And I was like, this is concerning. And I became very, very concerned with it. And in the end, I was correct, I think. I think in the end he was correct, right?
Yeah, his
What'd you say, Zion
knees don't work. He's 23 years old, his knees don't work.
Back on the run of Zion Williamson, and you said he was a fat basketball player. That's a fair assessment.
His NBA career would back that up.
So I think we might be, this might be round 2 for me. I have to become obsessed with this.
All right,
Bryce Underwood's body fat percentage at all times. Blutman, yes or no? Is Bryce Underwood a fat man? Just yes or no?
Repeat.
Is Bryce Underwood a fat man?
Yeah, kind of chunky.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What?
No disrespect.
What is you have never brought a yellow piece of paper before?
Yeah, you can't win the cup list playoff edition.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's wearing a Habs jersey.
These are the teams that cannot win.
They cannot win the cup now.
The Stanley Cup.
There's 0%.
And
chance.
what are you putting behind this?
My reputation?
Your reputation as what? A
puck knower,
puck knower or ball knower?
Liam Puckman.
Are you putting the puck knower reputation or the full ass ball knower?
Liam Puckman?
Yeah.
If you're wrong on this, no one will ever be able to call you Liam Puckman again, is what you're saying.
Yeah, or like we could cook a puck and I have to eat it or something. We could figure something out.
Maybe everybody throws that around too much. We can't cook a puck and have you eat it.
Eat 40 waffles. If any of these teams win.
No, because this isn't waffles. This isn't pancakes. I'll do something.
Yeah, but you have to. You can't just come in and be like, I'm so sure. Like, how sure are you? Is what I want to know. So you're just a little sure. Okay.
If you get it wrong, you have to do a 24-hour stream if you're not watching ball.
Oh wow.
Okay, sure.
He'll just watch ball and lie about it.
If you watch ball, you have to restart the clock.
He'll be watching ball and then he'll say like buy a vowel or something. He'll throw the scent off like he's watching Wheel of Fortune.
And we'll do it during Wimbledon.
Whoa.
What if you're wrong? You can't watch 1 second of Wimbledon.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Hold on, I'm detecting something. Do you skip Wimbledon? Are you against Wimbledon?
Wimbledon's just last place on my Grand Slams list.
What's the next Grand Slam?
The French Open.
Which
maybe
isn't over. That's happening during hockey.
During hockey.
Yeah.
So what's the first Wimbledon? The first one after hockey playoffs?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can't watch U.S. Open.
No, because that can't happen because that coincides with college football.
You could just watch college football.
I can't miss ball during that. It's not funny, Brandon. Wimbledon.
All right, Wimbledon seems fair. If one of these teams that you say can't win it wins the Stanley Cup, you can't watch 1 second of Wimbledon.
You realize this doesn't make sense because Wimbledon's in the summer where nothing else is. That would be the one you don't want to miss because you want to watch. It's the only thing going on at the time.
Correct. That's why it's a punishment. I can't watch any ball. I can't watch any ball during Wimbledon.
All right. You know what? We're stepping on the list. We're stepping on the list.
Go ahead. All right, present your list.
Number 1. This is in no order, but
I'm pulling up. I got to pull up the standings right now to see how shocking some of these.
The Minnesota Wild, a team Brandon has a lot of stakes on.
Okay.
That's my waffle team.
No cakes. They're cakes.
You want to explain?
A lot of pancakes.
Every time I watch them, they're boring and they can't score.
I don't think that they have the special teams to do it. Power play, penalty kill. I don't think that they have the depth to do it, the firepower. I don't think that they're ready for this moment. Number 2, the Montreal Canadiens. Very fun team.
You see the irony here.
Yes, very fun team. I look like Yuppie. Demidov's here. He's unbelievable. Must-see TV. It's going to be great to see them playing hockey at home in Montreal. Won't happen. Number 3, the Toronto Maple Leafs.
May I interject real quick? Just real quick. Your first team was the who?
The Minnesota Wild.
Who's the hockey team you root for? Who's your hometown?
The Golden Knights. It has nothing to do with the
Who's the Minnesota Wild play in round 1?
The Golden Knights. You would have brought this up where they were first or ninth.
I'm beginning to. I'm just calling into question. Your favorite team is the Golden Knights.
Yep.
The first team you mentioned is playing the Golden Knights.
Yep.
All right, continue.
Number 3, the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're cursed.
But are they so cursed that it might be their year?
No, they're so cursed.
Okay, all right.
Number 4, the Winnipeg Jets. They're from Canada.
So cursed, it might be
Number 5, the Ottawa Senators, who I have making the Eastern Conference Final, but they're from Canada.
Wait a
The
second.
Winnipeg Jets, the
yeah.
the best team in hockey.
With the best goalie?
President's Trophy curse plus Canada curse. Good luck.
2
Hellbuck
curses.
Dips.
They don't cancel?
Hellbuck dips in the playoffs every year because their defense can't hold up. They get overwhelmed.
Okay.
Number 6, the Edmonton Oilers. They're from Canada.
Sounds like
they
he's
got
just
as close as
eliminating
they
Canada.
could last year. I've pretty much eliminated Canada. Yes, Matthias Ekholm's hurt. That's a massive injury. Draisaitl banged up. McDavid banged up. There's injured up and down the board. Unfortunate. Number 7, the Dallas Stars. How about a team that's coming into all the Stars fans are going to chirp at me, blah, blah, blah. You've come into the playoffs on a 7-game losing streak, giving up a preposterous amount of goals. You decide not to rest any forwards down the stretch, and what happened? Jason Robertson, in a meaningless game 82, gets hurt and is in a knee brace leaving the arena. You've set yourself up for this self-destruction. You're going to get smoked by the Colorado Avalanche, Brandon Walker.
At what point? So you've already named there's 16 teams in the playoffs?
Yep.
You just
starting to get worried.
You just named your 7th team?
I'm worried you're naming too many teams.
So when do we go from...
I do it how this is fair.
When do we go from they have no chance to, well, they kind of have a chance?
Number 8, the St. Louis Blues, some say hottest team in hockey.
Yeah.
Number 9, the Carolina Hurricanes. This ain't happening.
So do they have a chance? Because they're halfway.
No, again, it's not in order. They're just, number 10, the New Jersey Devils. They have no chance. And
So
then that's
10 of
that.
the 16
that leaves
teams.
6 teams that could win the cup.
So there's 6 teams that can win the cup.
Yes, this was the stakes I was doing.
The Devils
Wow.
cannot win the cup.
The Devils cannot win the cup.
Wow, only 6 teams can win the
The
cup.
only 6 teams that could win the cup are Colorado. It's 3 from each conference. It's Colorado, it's Vegas, it's LA, and then it's what do you call them? Florida, Tampa Bay, and Washington.
Wow.
Florida and Tampa do play each other.
And
Yes, they
if
play each
one
other
of
in
the
the first
10 you mentioned win, you will not watch 1 second of Wimbledon.
I won't. I'll do the 24-hour. I'm not watching ball stream.
Wow.
Why is that so intriguing to me?
Yeah. That's fascinating. You can't watch any ball of any kind.
Yeah.
Wow.
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 I
Six
think they're a
would have
little
been higher.
I mean, hockey playoffs get a little crazy.
Yeah.
Things happen you don't expect. Teams win series you don't expect.
Yeah.
And you're going...
I still have teams on there. I have the Senators in the Eastern Conference Final. They're on the can't win the cup list.
You have them winning in the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah.
2 steps away from winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And you say they cannot win the Stanley Cup.
I'm Liam Puckman. I know what I'm talking about.
I think the Senators...
You're Liam Puckman for now.
I think
We'll
the
see.
Senators can win the Stanley Cup.
Okay, you could make your list too. Or you can make your you can win the Stanley Cup list.
That's what I'm a more positive guy. I'm going to
Yeah.
make my you can. And you know who's on my you can win the Stanley Cup list? All 16
All of
teams
them.
in the playoffs.
And I'm throwing the Blue
That's-
Jackets on there
that's
as well.
out of spirit.
Throw the Blue Jackets on that list. 17 teams.
I'd like you to try and make a playoff bracket. Brandon.
You know what?
Pucker.
I'm gonna
Pucker.
Pucker right
That's
in the
Connor. I am going to make a bracket, and you're going to make a bracket, and
I
I'm going
made my bracket.
I'm going to beat you, Liam Puckman. I'm going to beat you.
Okay, well, I'd congratulate you on that achievement, and we'd shake hands.
This episode of Mostly Sports is brought to you by Body Armor Sports Drink. Body Armor is real hydration with electrolytes, coconut water, and no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners with your favorite flavors like strawberry, banana, and orange mango, or the we got the peach mango on the
We do.
on the desk right there. Body Armor sent me a little.
I'm
bit
gonna.
of that.
I'm
They
gonna
sent me a little bit of that. I
I'm gonna try
opened
this.
yesterday, and oh my goodness, it's good. It's time to rewrite your routine and get rid of the sports drink your grandparents drank. Get your Body Armor today at Walmart or at a local grocery store near you. Body Armor.
It's really good.
Choose better. Please, choose better. Go get some Body Armor in your life.
I can't say that mango's a flavor I really always go to, but this is a very
They
good.
make it good, man.
Yeah,
they
make
know what
it
they're
well.
doing. Folks at Body Armor. I got something I want to talk about. And I don't know how many people in the room care. I hope TJ cares. I hope Ebo, you might care. Nintendo put out their little, I don't know what they call it.
A little offended you don't think I would care. I'm a
Oh,
Nintendo
care.
guy.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Everybody care. Everybody in?
Connor doesn't care.
I would like to declare that I care. It's a care declare.
The Nintendo Direct, I think, is what they call it. They put out the video of all the features that will be featured in the new Mario Kart, the new edition of Mario Kart, which is to be released in June, I believe. And
June already?
I think I might be the oldest man on the planet, Brandon, because I watched this live as they did it. I'm sitting on my couch drinking my morning coffee. My jaw was on the floor. I was losing my fucking mind. I went to Reddit, to Twitter, to wherever you could find to see the reactions, and everyone was like,
really? Well, everybody's like that.
Boring. This was a waste of time. Why did they do this? This sucks. Yada, yada, yada. And I thought it was the coolest fucking thing I'd ever seen. I cannot wait for this video game. Cannot wait. You can play with Cow.
A new release of a Mario Kart is a special.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Is there any way I can see any of that, or no? You say no? Okay.
Yeah, just go watch. I don't know.
I'll go watch.
It was a quick. It was like a 15-minute video. You can fast forward through some of it, but it's like open world. There was one at one point. Look at this. You can play with Cow, dude. You got Cow grinding on a fucking. It's like Tony Hawk meets Cow.
So many characters.
Tony Hawk meets Mario Kart.
You can be Cow.
You can be Cow.
Is Cow the first character who's actually they're just from a Mario Kart game, right?
Didn't
Cow start in a Mario Kart game?
Mario Kart, yeah, the Moo
Meadows.
Moo Meadows or whatever.
They got a bunch of the background characters and made them important.
Because there's so many characters per race, they needed a bunch of background.
How many characters per race?
There's
right?
one point, Brandon. So it's like there's a map. I'm
sure,
just gonna explain. Maybe you don't need to watch the video. There's like a map. You play Super Mario World where the Super Nintendo one where they show the map and you go from dot to dot.
Yeah.
They had like a map like that, right?
Right.
And you can go it seems like you can go from level to level. There's some like open world type shit. There looks like there's missions you can go on. What the fuck does that mean? You just like drive your car around and collect coins, I guess. But there's one point during the video where you hit a ramp on one course and they said you can just go to another course.
Wait, what?
And I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean?
You're just driving.
I'm on course. I'm on the farm course, and then I hit the ramp, and now I'm on the highway in Tokyo.
I don't know how it works. I have no idea. But I was just like, oh my god, my mind is blown. And then all the yeah. Look at this. Look at the yeah. You got like a thing like that, and then I guess
you can turn into a pirate.
You can drive this entire map, and then you just like pull up to one of the courses that you want to race.
I don't know. Again, I feel like I'm 100 years old because like guys like me that grew up in Mario Kart, I can't imagine how you're not just creaming your pants seeing the shit. But then all the youngsters are just like boring, not enough to justify
the internet
price.
fucking sucks.
I'm like, what the hell?
This
is incredible.
I think the price is people's gripe here. It's the console's $450 and the game's $80.
Oh shit.
And it's on Switch. Yeah.
Yeah. The console could be 7,000.
I want it. It looks fucking awesome.
I guess if it was 7,000 million, I probably wouldn't be able to afford it.
What was your first Mario Kart? What was the biggest Mario Kart? 64?
I'm Super Nintendo. I'm a Super Nintendo guy. So all Super.
But did you move to 64?
No, we didn't. We couldn't afford the 64.
Okay.
So we just wore the Super Nintendo down.
Wow.
And played
the original.
We went Super Nintendo to PlayStation. That was the next console we got. We had to skip 64. Mom and Dad, when they were just like, sorry kids, keep playing your. You already. They would say. I think they would say you already have a Nintendo, and I was like, "There's a new one." And they're like, "You already have this."
Do I have any 64 guys in here? Mario Kart 64.
Mm-hmm.
What was the course that shook you up? The one that I was like, oh god damn it. It's either the mansion or the highway in Tokyo, right?
I think it was all of them because it was my cousin's thing. So I'd go over there, play with my cousin, and it was just like just holding the remote felt wrong. It just didn't feel like a remote. So I think the entire game of Mario.
Tiny hands.
What are you talking about? Remote?
It's the controller for.
the controller.
Sorry, the controller for N64 is bullshit.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing intuitive about it.
Yeah, the three leg.
PlayStation really just perfected the controller market.
A little bit, yeah.
The PlayStation controller
is
the perfect.
Feels right.
It is the perfect thing to go in two hands. They really nailed it.
I got it. They at one point during the Mario Kart release thing. This is when I texted the group. We have to do a mostly sports league. They said that you can play with 24 people, and I for a brief second thought we could get 24 people in this room and run races. But then I think it only caps out at like 8 or something. I think you can only do 8.
8
in one.
And one, that's still a lot.
Still a lot, yeah. I think you can do 4 on one console at a time, and then Is that right, Bloodman? You
That
seem to
sounds
be
right.
nodding
That
along.
sounds right.
But when they said 24, I lost my mind as well. I was like, oh my God, we're going to get 24 people in one room. And
I don't see why
I
we
was
still
wrong.
can't. We just need multiple screens.
We'll have 24 people in the room at some point for something.
Yeah.
Your character list.
There's all your.
I mean, we have 3 TVs in here. We could easily do it.
Dude,
All the
this is-
normal ones.
This is I cannot wait. It comes out in June.
We have 4 TVs.
Wiggler.
I
And
saw a
then
clip of the
new
penguin
characters.
falling
Brandon,
off, driving
Brandon,
off a cliff today,
hold
and I
on.
got excited.
You've had children. You still do, but
Yeah,
you've,
yeah.
you've
Yeah.
experienced infant children.
Yeah.
Mario Kart coming out at the same time my baby's coming out. We're releasing my baby.
It's perfect.
It's perfect, right?
You're going
It's
to be
not-
home. Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, all right.
Perfection.
I saw
You
it's-
have nailed
it's either,
this.
it's either perfect or it's a nightmare.
You have nailed this.
This is perfect, right?
Yeah.
This is perfect for me. I'm gonna play the shit out of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man.
Okay. Just that's
Oh,
what I
man.
thought, but I was.
Sidestepper.
The cactus guy is in the game.
They need character.
What is it? What is his name?
Oh, Rocky Wrench.
Rocky Wrench, dude.
Monty Mole.
Fish, dude, it's incredible. I can't wait.
Dude,
They got like
dolphin.
you can seemingly dodge. They got hammers by the way as items. You can throw
Like a
hammers at people.
penguin.
You got
Hammers as items is a long time coming.
They got hammers as items, dude. You could also you can seemingly someone throws a red shell at you. I think you can jump. You can like do a supercharge and then hit the button and like pop up in the air.
I don't love
They got the
that.
Cataquack from.
Why don't you love that,
Sunshine.
dude? There's
Yeah,
nothing
if-
worse
if-
than being in first place and then
That's part of the
That's
game.
My guy. This
Dick
is my
by
guy
the-
right here. My character claimed dibs.
Spike.
Spike, dude.
I love
Spike looks
Spike.
awesome.
I call Penguin.
This is gonna be awesome.
you think we're gonna get a Sabrina Carpenter skin in this game, or like
She's in 3 video games.
She is.
3?
Just Dance, Club Penguin, and Fortnite.
What would be
I
the
thought Club
perfect
Penguin
car?
died.
What would be the perfect
Tenured.
car to drive in Mario Kart if you could drive any car in the world?
Really fast.
Brandon,
The fastest one.
what would?
Oh, I know.
A golf cart.
Like a Chevy.
Ooh.
Yes, you're right. You're right. See. This is you're always a little bit ahead of me. But boy, if I could fire up Mario Kart and be in a Silverado Trail
That's
Boss,
exactly right.
I'd be running things. Chevy has packed more capability into the Silverado Trail Boss so that you can pack more fun into your weekend. Have yourself a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday with a truck that says no to nothing. Hey, truck, you want to go off-roading? Yep. Hey, Trail Boss, you want to go down the highway a ways? Yep. You want to go in the city? Yep. It can do it all. Tailgates, spontaneous camping trips, DIY projects, bring it on. Well, the Silverado Trail Boss is built like a fullback. We're talking 495 pounds-feet of torque, plus the Trail Boss gives you an extra 2-inch lift. Silverado brings the grit, then pairs it with all the latest truck tech inside and out. The result, a truck that can do it all. Show up on Monday with a story to tell. So learn more about the Silverado Trail Boss at Chevy.com. Chevrolet, together. Let's drive.
I have some exciting personal news that I'd like to share. Matthew at Synergy hooked me up.
okay.
And I'm a Synergy guy now.
That easy, huh?
It was that easy. And I wasn't even expecting that to happen. I was just I went on a little rant about how everyone in the world has Synergy but me. Guess who's a Synergy guy now?
Did you take it for a test drive?
Guess who's a Synergy guy now? No, he sent me a couple emails.
Is that going to change who you are?
I have to set up an account and all that. And then I was like,
Are you going to be a basketball snob now?
I'm gonna do that this weekend. I can't wait to dive in this
You're going to be a basketball snob.
I'm gonna be a basketball snob. I'm gonna just hit you with like Spain pick and roll numbers, just out of nowhere. The fucking Draymond on short rolls. What's when he's involved in ball screens and he hits him with the short roll. What are those numbers telling me? I don't even know if they can do that. I see they can do seemingly anything.
You're just going to dive in.
I'm going to dive in. I can't wait. I'm a Synergy guy now, though, so this is big for me. And if I have a different air about me moving forward, now you know why.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you're watching that ginger going to St. Bonnie's all the time, probably.
Yeah.
You see him?
Yeah.
That's
What is he
6'10" kid, never played basketball or something?
Yeah, it was the only cool thing Woj has ever done. He found
brought
this
him in.
guy.
Well, all right. Yeah, I'm a Synergy guy now. So if you thought I was an insufferable elitist piece of shit before, just wait till
Joe
I dive
Grahovic.
wait till I become a Synergy guy.
Yeah. This is big for my people.
All right. There, yeah. You get tagged in this a lot, Bloodman?
No, a few times, but a big day. We've been due for a elite level athlete.
All right.
All right.
Not bad.
Is that it? Anything else? Anybody got anything else? Speak now or wait till tomorrow. All right. See you guys. We'll be back tomorrow.
That's how ball's done.
How'd your talk about Nico go?